presented by Dave Newrath.
Boy, those were the days.
Championship game, week number 5, the King, Rey Perez, leading it off against Rick Pollard. And we are going to see a lot of X's in this match.
The law firm of Twirl and Twirl. There they are. Tucky Perez, Rick Pollard. Who throws more revolutions? I don't know. I can't count that high.
Your job, Mr. Newrath, should you accept it, will be to count the revolutions.
These are teammates, but they cease to be when they threw that first ball.
Laid that ball short. Rick Pollard, Tucky Perez, this should prove to be an interesting match. Even though they bowl teams together, they bowl a lot of doubles together, believe me, right now, nobody is wishing the other guy any good luck.
To back it up a little bit, Rick Pollard today beat Ron Hunt in the first game, 198 to 189. The second game, he took out Rick Hensley, 211 to 171, as he takes out the 3-6 spare in the first frame. Rick Pollard against his teammate many times, oftentimes, Rey Perez, looking to become the first 3-time king this year on the BPA Tour. Tucky in 5 games, including that 140, averaging 212. He averages 215 in most every other game he rolls. This is Rick Pollard in the second frame. Championship match.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, let's count those X's for both men.
Head pin to the wall, comes off, looking for things to knock down, takes the 4 and throws it around. That was a strong, strong shot.
He threw that one with authority, I'll say that.
The Tuck.
Tucky, here he comes.
The little Kentucky kid, per his mother.
Oh, yes.
Isn't this amazing? In shadow balls, Tucky looked lost.
He was in jail.
He could find nothing. He could do nothing right. And then all of a sudden, the red eyes come on, and I don't mean his. And he is right there, 2 of them flush in the hole, 2 strikes to start the match.
Of course, Perez and Pollard down in Nashville yesterday, making that long trek north, getting in about 3:30 this morning, so neither of them working on a full tank of gas. But you'd never know by the way they're bowling. Hey, Twiggy.
Look at that.
Here for Mr. Perez.
That's right, Turkey. Goes good with Hudepohl, you know that.
There we go.
There it is, 30. 3 strikes in a row, and then Rick Pollard's going to have to go to work right now, because Tucky's going to run away and hide if he don't.
Rick Pollard, 10 down, wants to even it up.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Mr. Pollard goes down on his knees, but to no avail. We still see 3 pins standing.
An incredibly bad break, Tom. He threw the ball super flush in the hole. The ball, though, just drives right straight through, leaving the 4-7-9. Tough break.
Just couldn't do it.
Yeah, he
makes them
close.
dance, but you don't give Tucky Perez an open frame, and I think Rick Pollard knows it, so his work doubly cut out for him now.
Exactly. He's just going to have to shake it off. You've mentioned it in frames or weeks past, Tom. At this point, he just has to forget it ever happened. Rey Perez really doesn't care. He doesn't know what his opponent's doing. He really doesn't care. He's going to go out and throw X's. Oh, no, back-to-back bad breaks. I can't believe it.
I think the Black Cat's followed Rick.
Solid 7 again. Right in the hole. Right where you want to put it, Tom. Again, the pins just are not cooperating. Rick Pollard is falling victim to some tough pinfall, as he did in the other weeks.
Of course, we've seen Rick almost as many times as we've seen Tucky. This is Rick's 3rd week in a row on. We don't have to tell you how many times Tucky's been on. Sam?
Tucky's got 3 in a row, and Rick's got 48 in the 3rd with a spare up, so Tucky gets another one here. He's going to make it tough.
Symbolizes that hammer on his ball. And
It's the hammer, all right.
Go ahead, make my day.
And he puts it down real fast.
I wonder if Dave Newrath could get a ball like that, maybe.
Once in a while, Sam. Once in a while.
When are you going to qualify for this show?
I get to try next week. I'm not making any promises, but
he's winding it up.
you know, we're going to give it a whirl. I tell you what, I've been participating in Bowling Proprietor Association sponsored events for 16 years, and I miss it. Not being eligible to bowl because of my surgery has really been disappointing to me, but the rules are there for a reason, and next week we're going to do it.
Of course, it's good to see you back on the comeback trail, and I'm sure one of these weeks we're going to see you here.
Feels good, Tom.
Oh,
5 straight.
Get the keys out, Sam.
yeah, it looks like it.
Get the keys out.
Tucky's serious today, I'll tell you. He come to play. Rick's going to have to get the ball out of the bag and start striking right now.
Gomez Perez putting it right on this man. Rick Pollard, what is he going to do?
Oh, well.
Answering the call. I think they probably know each other better than any two bowlers know each other on this circuit, and I think Rey Tucky Perez respects Rick Pollard to the end, and he knows come the 10th frame, it's still going to be a match.
That man right there has a 52-pin lead. Does he look like it? Nope. He just wants to go up and get Sam's comment.
Oh.
A 62 comment.
That's right.
Choice.
Oh, yeah. That,
Oh, boy.
Cuts the lead to 42 pins.
well, the race ain't over yet. We got a long way to go. We got 4 big frames to go here yet.
And, of course, Tucky has seen leads dwindle. He knows as long as he keeps on putting the X's up, he's putting the heat on Pollard's back. This is the 6th frame. The first 5 filled with X's for Rey Tucky Perez.
Oh, no. The comment is safe for another week. Not because Tucky Perez had anything wrong with the ball. Just an incredibly bad shot or bad break.
Sometimes they say come in late to leave the 8, but I don't believe that was late.
Not at all. Not at all, Sam.
A solid 8.
That's crazy for him.
Well, he's opened the door for Rick to come on.
Actually cut the lead now to 31 pins, which sounds like a lot of pins, but this man, that doesn't bother him at all. 31 pins, no problem. Just throw about 4 or 5 in a row and you're right there.
That's right. Exactly.
Of course, Rick coming off that 300 game down in Nashville yesterday, an 800 series. Not foreign to the high numbers, but neither is this man, Rey Tucky.
It's wide.
Perez.
Oh,
I'd love to throw wide that often.
Sam, do you
That-
believe it?
that come on like we the people that balled in.
He actually got that ball 3, 4, maybe 5 boards wide of his target, but the incredible turning power of Tucky Perez brought the ball back, not only to hit the pocket, but to strike.
He mangled him. Rick's got to get this one.
Pollard working on a double here in the 7th frame.
Oh, yeah.
Been a little 1-step, 2-step after he threw that one.
Looked like he was doing a little clogging out there.
150. Well, Tucky's got 159 in the 6th, and Rick Pollard's got 98 and a double, so he can cut it down like to 21. He's on a triple right now, Rick is. 68 and XXX. He's got to manicure the ball a little bit.
He wants to get it to feel the
That's
way
right.
he wants to get it to feel.
That's right. That was a rosin bag, and just to get a little bit of powder right there on the thumb or gripping area so he doesn't lose it. With the high backswing, that's important.
Oh, frustrated with that one. They did a dance, but
Glad I wasn't nowhere.
Telling me, he just didn't get back with it. That's all. It was close.
Critical shot. Trusted the ball. Much sooner see somebody throw one a little wide than to throw it right through the nose. He trusted it. It almost got there. 4-7 cross lane spare. It's got to have it.
pity these 4-7 pins. They felt it. A spare in the 8th frame for Rick Pollard. Now, the situation is this. Tucky Perez, 6 strikes in 7 frames. He is up in the 8th,
Go out for 279.
which would be the highest this year on the BPA King of Bowling.
Oh,
Absolutely awesome.
Of course, we saw in week number 2, Kenny Lynch roll that 266 against this very same Rey Tucky Perez. Scoreboard, Sam?
look at this. 159 and a double up for Tucky, and Ron Rick Pollard's got 146 in the spare, so a strike here all the way out for 279 for Tucky.
The
He's
1980.
serious today.
Any sort of a mark in the 9-10 frame, and it's all over. Okay, I won't sing this
Don't
time,
say it.
but the match is officially over. Nothing Rick Pollard can do to pull this match out. Rey Perez, one more time.
I think Tucky likes these $750 checks.
Oh, you could get used to it. I think Sherry, his wife, likes them even more. Missing the head pin has to be a little bit frustrating to know that the match is over and you still have 4 more balls to throw.
I told Sherry it's not the money, it's just the glory.
Tell Tucky that. Don't tell Sherry that. 750 is 750.
Got a nice crowd down here
Oh,
today.
beautiful crowd.
Durbin Bull packs them in every time we're here.
And we're seeing every inch of it thanks to our fearless director, Roy Alford, and our lovely producer, Audrey Whitley, and the whole crew who got a break with the weather today because 60 degrees is not so bad to get up to when you're not talking a 40-degree wind chill.
Oh, really, it's phenomenal weather out there, and we've got a good crowd here. We saw some good bowling today. Rick Pollard has been a victim of some incredibly bad pinfall. Bowled well, but Tucky Perez today was not to be denied.
Strong to the end for Mr. Pollard. Strike here in the 10th. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to have the game that you are. I don't care what sport you're in, but in bowling in particular, when, as you've always stated, Dave, you compete against yourself, not against someone else. You roll a good game like this, 200 plus.
That's right. Technically, he threw a good game. He got a couple of bad breaks, but once again, when you run up against Mr. Gomez, you can't really do anything about 279 other than watch.
Like we did.
That's right.
Oh, he crucified that 10. The Pollard goes out at 2:03.
Our alternate today, I don't know if we brought it up, but where's he at, Sam?
Bill Heflin, yeah, I talked about the feller, 50 years old. Look at this. Oh, man.
He is making them dance today. The Hoosier State seems to agree with the boy from Kentucky now transplanted in Ohio.
Yeah. He could have had the number this game, I think.
Yeah.
300.
How much did you pay the guy in the back, Sam?
How much does that 8-pin weigh? 10th frame.
Look at this.
Well,
Sherry,
let's put
his
it
wife,
this way.
rooting him on.
Look at Mama smiling there, Sherry. Look at
She's
that.
already figuring out what she's going to do with the 750. Tuck, you keep on winning, she'll keep on spending them. Okay, here's the situation now. 6th frame, Tucky left the 8-pin. That is the only spare. Everything else has been the big X. Shall we put the icing on the cake?
No, not on that one. Timeout.
You do it. He smiles as he takes out Rick Pollard to become the king for week number 5 and the 3rd straight one for Rey Tucky Perez, 275 to 203. When we return, we will present the checks to all participants today here on the BPA King of Bowling, right here on Channel 5. Another excellent week of bowling in week number 5. Dave and Sam, payoff time.
The best time of the day. Ron Hunt, tough break, first game, 2 splits, still $150 from the BPA. Nice job, Ron. Also a man that threw a couple of splits. Rick, we both know you're a better bowler than what we saw today, but I know you're going to be back again and again. $225 from the BPA. Congratulations. Rick Pollard, $375. We know you can hit the pocket, but when are you going to be able to carry on the show? I'm amazed. You're losing a lot of hits. You're bowling great. Congratulations, Rick. $375.
Thank you very much, Dave and Sam. Guys, hope to see you back later on in the year. You know, this is starting to get habit for me. For the 3rd week in a row, Rey Tucky Perez, the king, and just when you think, I'll give it to you, don't worry, just when you think that he doesn't get any better, a 275 for the highest game this year. Ray, what was going for you today?
Well, I got lucky at the end of practice. I found a shot, and I knew what I had to do on it. I watched Rick all day yesterday down in Nashville tear him up, so I knew I had to shoot a good game, and I got the breaks. All the pins went down but one, so that's the way it goes.
You must have found something, because it's to the tune of $750, and the
very
king
much.
of the BPA bowling this week, right here in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, Durbin Bowl. Okay, so next week we go over to the Queen City, to Cincinnati, for the Pin House, and we will be back for week 6 of the BPA King of Bowling. So until then, so long.